Hello and welcome to the course on Modern Measurement and Instrumentation EC 504. This is a course taught to semester 5 students of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Nirma University. We are studying the second chapter of this course, that is on bridge measurements. And so far in the previous lectures we have seen and studied DC bridges, derived the expressions for unknown resistances in Wheatstone and Kelvin bridge. In today's class, we are going to study AC bridges and their applications, the balance conditions for an AC bridge, and we'll study one of the AC bridge, Maxwell bridge. So we know that a bridge is a circuit that forms a loop with 4 set of arms, and there are two types of bridges, DC bridge and AC bridge. We have already studied DC bridge and we are starting with AC bridge, which can be operated only when an AC voltage is applied to them. Now the various AC bridges are as under, but we are going to study Maxwell bridge in today's class. Before moving to Maxwell bridge, let us look at the balance conditions required for an AC bridge. So there are two conditions that must be met simultaneously when we are trying to balance an AC bridge. One is that the product of magnitude of opposite arms must be equal, and second, the sum of phase angles of opposite arms must be equal. Then we would be starting with Maxwell bridge, which is an AC bridge used for measurement of unknown inductance in terms of known capacitance. So over here in this circuit we would be measuring Lx in terms of known capacitance C1. Later we will study the limitations of Maxwell's bridge, which are basically that Maxwell is used for measurement of only medium Q coils. So if my Q value is between 1 to 10, I can use Maxwell bridge, but it is unsuited for measurement of low Q coils. So in the next class we will study the bridges that can assist us in measurement of low Q as well as high Q coils.